Bazemore's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Matthews gets it to go in on the assist by Nowitzki.
How does he get it to go again when he hasn't scored?
That assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the call will be against Darren Williams. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Williams against T. Pass to Horford. 6 to shoot. From the low block.
Fuck that.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. David Lee checked in for Pachulia. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Here's Parsons. Shot clock at 6.
You're kidding me.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parsons.
Right on my goddamn ear.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Millsap sets the pick for T. And that one's good. Millsap's got his second bucket. It's pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved coach of the year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done taking the Hawks to the top of the East, few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. You know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio. But he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
Dallas again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Why?
T to Bazemore. Good T by Williams. Mavericks trailed by 7. Dish out to Nowitzki. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Dirk Nowitzki last season, I felt like the first time we saw real signs of wear and tear from all the years of him playing. His field goal percentage, points per game, rebounds, all off his career averages. And that said, though, he's still a crafty, dangerous guy to have to go up against.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Anderson, he's checked in for Dallas. That's a 2 from Cephalosha. Kings the shot from the wing.
Cannot figure out how to build his shot.
Going back to Nowitzki, his value at this point of his career cannot be measured by stats alone.
Exactly, and that's what wasn't there last year, that great team of guys around him, because that's really when he's at his very best. He can still fill it up fast, and he's one of the smartest players in the league, too.
Oh, boy. It's time to get dirty.
And at last, they get one to fall.
Time to get fucking dirty.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Dallas making a switch here. Pachulia's checked in.
You know, you look at Dallas, and that team didn't rely too much on the mid-range or the short game last season, but they could have. They shot 70% from 12 feet and in, excluding drives. That's pretty good.
Oh!
Matthews goes in.
The fuck?
Fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
Not.
Henry from outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. On up the court.
Oh, nice pick, dude.
Stolen by Schroeder.
God damn it. You're doing nothing, Kurt.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Scott dishes to Heinrich. Muscala, the pass to Schroeder.
Baseline on me.
Now here is Cephalosha, defended by Anderson. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Heinrich. Can't get it to go.
Sorry.
And it's Dallas the other way. For the Mavs, and that 70% shooting from 12 feet and in. A lot of dirt, high posts, and push shots from their guards will do that.
It isn't the most efficient shot by analytics, but there is a lot to be had in the mid-range. If teams only protect the three and the rim, you can feast on them with the little short push shots. The Mavs did that last season.
Anderson with the block. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Nowitzki kicks to Williams. Another shot. And it's good on the layup.
Shouldn't have fucking traded me, motherfuckers.
Perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass.
Shouldn't have let me
The
go.
Hawks lead by 4. Three-pointer, Heinrich. The shot no good. Good D by Matthews. Dishes to Nowitzki. And the layup's good off the glass.
There we go. Now it's a ball game.
Nowitzki's got 7 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game.
Oh my God!
What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter.
Did you see that, Aaron?
He get that one to go.
I don't know, but I think that's a
I just did it
2%
now.
shot. He'd make
Oh,
two
yeah,
of
right.
them
You're
in
delayed.
the game.
Fuck.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Bullshit.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up.
Man, let's get the fucking
Well, from what you
freaked
guys
out.
are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Bazemore at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Well, for Darren Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last
How about the
decade.
KJ Barrera signing?
But the injuries, hard to overcome.
Oh, money.
For 3. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Wasted no time on that one. Here's Teague. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
And guys, for Darren Williams last season, all those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career. He just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to. And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss. And, you know, talking about Darren Williams, last year wasn't all bad. I mean, nearly 7 assists a game, 3.5 rebounds, a steal. Not the stocking stuff.
I mean, he's not going to miss that.
But he still battled and still contributed.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also would wrap up the top seed in the East and were able to advance against the Nets.
So are you able to write me back on the broadcast?
I think I'm able to. It's hard for me to even go to that area.
Oh no, I'm sure it is.
Berea dishes to Pachulia.
Oh.
That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Julia's going to have a career game right now.
You know, in the second round, the Hawks had a bit of trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them despite going down 2-1 in that series. It seemed like they were out of gas against the Cavs in the next round.
What the fuck?
Now here is Horford. In Atlanta again with the
You got to call that.
Mavericks trailed by 6.
Call that shit.
Felton kicks to Berea. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And really, with the Hawks in the postseason, they just ran out of help. I mean, the Korver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the Cavs. And when you lose that much talent, you could see why they were swept out of that conference finals. Don't forget, they also lost Cephalosha prior to the playoffs.
Oh, you motherfucker.
For my money, he's been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
For the play.
Parsons. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Nice move.
And he converts the layup.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
God damn it.
Talking about Jaja's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
You know what, Coach Kidd loves Jaja. He even started him over John Henson by the end of the season, and he's always willing to.
Oh my God! Happy birthday!
His fair share of those battles. Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. Williams comes in for Raymond Felton.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live it.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
In the way of a man. That pisses me off.
He's more inside the three-point
Unbelievable.
line. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 17-7 run. Jacks up a three. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his third foul of the game.
All over the eyebrow.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And then for Dallas, Pachulia comes in for Charlie Villanueva. And it's Matthews in for J.J. Barea.
You'll let me come off that screen.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Here's Scott. That's in for the first basket of the game.
Go, Dirk.
Attempts. The Hawks offense was a thing of beauty at times to watch last year. They really came together. They epitomized that term team so well.
You hit it right on the head. I mean, they knew how to find the open man. The ball always ended up in the right spot, and so many of their shots came from assists, second in the league in that category.
Nowitzki.
I know, man.
Rebound, Atlanta.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish him.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck's going
Boy,
on
he
there.
threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Well, I tell you what, the Hawks were terrific in so many different ways last year offensively. They led the league in catch and shoot points per game. And when you watch video, that's what stands out.
Nobody near Williams.
Money, baby.
Absolute bomb from three-point range.
Woo.
Williams has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, give me that.
Hawks also led the league in catch and shoot threes per game last season. They have a roster of guys that can knock it down with space and really made the most of it.
And Heinrich gets it to go. And the Hawks lead by 14.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on.
I think Dirk's got the flu or something.
I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
He's been kind of non-existent.
Sabalohia passes.
Usually I just smoke Will with him every time.
It's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
It's like free scouting and shit.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Hawks ahead, leading by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Jeez, that was a long first half. All right.
About to get real long when we go into overtime.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Without question, Darren Williams displaying his skills today.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
And I tell you what, that allowed him to get his team several multiple shot opportunities. His work on the offensive glass has been invaluable.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Without question, Darren Williams displaying his skills today.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
And I tell you what, that allowed him to get his team several multiple shot opportunities. His work on the offensive glass has been invaluable.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. J.J. Barea is out there with Matthews, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he sinks the second. And when you watch Wes Matthews, you see he's just a fantastic perimeter defender, Clark. He can match up well at either the 2 or the 3.
His combination, Kevin, of length and strength and lateral movement make him an outstanding defensive player.
Now here is Horford. Teague for 3. And Pachulia pulls it down. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I think there's still enough time for him here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Yeah, that flu's killing him.
Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And for Matthews, you know, he knows that he's a strong defender. And so last year, his...
Oh, my God. Shit on him.
Down. He's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Oh, shit on me.
Something electric to get your teammates fired up. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead.
Miss.
Oh, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your team?
Nowitzki gets a wide-open look. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki. Teague to DeBasement. Back to Teague. Pulls up on the wing. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Matthews dishes to Nowitzki. Again, miss by Nowitzki.
And you know what? He's just not on his game.
Oh, yeah, he's got a flu, dude. You can tell him that defense.
But he has not been an
something's going on with him.
For his team.
Outside Korver. Connects from
oh, my God.
range. Korver's got 11 points.
In an area where Dallas struggled last season was defending with from beyond the arc.
Dallas calls timeout. Dallas struggled to defend the three last year, as you said. Bottom 5 in the NBA in three-point percentage against. And the team shot just over Clark 36% against them from three.
And to compound that particular issue is that they allow teams to take a bunch of threes against them. I mean, it's something they've really got to shore up going into next season.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Mavericks trailed by 17. Felton goes in, and that one's good.
Defense.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. All sorts of time. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And all of a sudden you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here. My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
Schroeder kicks to Scott. Three-pointer. Mavericks with the
Go,
rebound.
baby, go.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah,
Who is that guy? It's like a 74.
Really afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Heinrich.
Oh, yeah, that's very good.
Machika? What's his name?
And the Hawks lead by 17.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Thabo Sefolosha, one of those 3-and-D guys in Oklahoma City.
Oh my God.
His three-point shot has fallen off a little bit here the last few seasons. He can still make an impact, though, as a long, lanky defensive specialist.
Williams attacking. Here's Lee.
Get in.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
I like the work they've been doing in the low post, too. I mean, we've seen a lot of points coming on the inside all day.
One thing about David Lee is a proven scoring rebounder. Clark, health, though, has been a concern.
It has been very durable early in his career, Kevin, but of late we've seen hamstring issues, back issues, and torn hip flexors, and that's taken a toll on him for sure.
Taken away by Felton. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Pushing it up. All sorts of time. And he knocks down the jumper. Felton's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, for David Lee, when healthy, he can absolutely fill it up. I mean, he's a terrific offensive player, can score over both shoulders, a really solid passer, and of course, a volume rebounder.
Muscala misses.
Muscala.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Oh, eyebrows. Oh, yeah.
Fought through contact. It's the
oh,
shot.
boy.
Go to the free throw line. Mavericks making a switch here. Harris is checked in.
Oh, boy.
And David Lee reworking to improve his mid-range jumper going into last season. When he's hitting that shot, guys, he's almost impossible to defend.
Nice defense.
Schroeder with the ball. He's against Williams. Villanueva with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Here we go, baby. Here we go. 2K.
And you can sense things now
2K.
starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Harris outside. He dishes it to Lee.
Woo!
The shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Lee's
Gotta be a
got
10-0
6.
run.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Oh, dude. Who is this guy?
At the buzzer.
Definitely an answer.
Unbelievable.
And here at the end of the third quarter,
I had you on the fucking ropes right there. There's no way you have enough fucking shit going your way to hit 2 of those.
Bleach head, dude. Bleach head.
And thanks again for joining us.
Guy can't hit an open shot in regulation, but when he throws it up at half court, he's good.
Hey, I like that little behind the back pass the net.
Teague and Corver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with
he
Horford
did
at the
it.
center.
I mean, he did it.
In the small
by
forward
accident,
position.
but it was nice.
So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Corver gets a wide open
I just took the whole air out of
another
things.
3 for Atlanta.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Pachulia checked in for the Mavericks. Nowitzki comes in for David Lee. Pulls up, high post. Bazemore misses.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset
Durkee.
or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Here's Nowitzki.
Dirk's not even fucking doing his normal post move like he just did using drain zones.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Come on, JJ.
And the Mavericks with some changes. J.J. Barea checked in for Harris. And it's Felton in for Williams.
That's what I gotta get my player like and fucking my plays that he's
Atlanta again, missing. Barea, the pass to
Eyebrows. Wow, what a hell of a
it's
game.
good.
That was
Great
really
play
nice.
set up by Barea.
Hey, why aren't you using Matthews at all?
Barea's got 4 assists in the game.
Been on the bench.
The
Tired.
Hawks leading by 10.
I know I should do
Teague
it.
gets to Corbin.
Usually Dirk is usually doing it. They're coming back right now, though.
And it's Dallas the other way.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half. And so far in the second, he's come up with
JJ.
JJ.
Oh, boy.
Barea's got it back down to within
I'm
single
wondering
digits.
about Bazemore, dude.
and good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been
Yes.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass.
He's got the groove for sure.
He's on the money, that's no doubt. And he isn't the biggest body at 6'8". Clark, but Paul Millsap, very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. But folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Parsons comes in for Charlie Villanueva.
And one. There's your boy. Oh.
For J.J. Barea. And
Give me the
there's
ball
the
back.
call on Felton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Weston Matthews.
Lee's
Right
checked
there.
in for Pachulia.
Bring it.
And Millsap with over a 7-foot wingspan and also just a great nose for the ball. He gets you rebounds, blocks, and he
Here
leads
we go.
power forwards and steals pretty much every season.
It will go
2K,
down,
baby,
and the Hawks
2K.
lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Parsons. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle splits for the Mavericks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely. The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fit guys off and get those rebounds.
Come on.
Recover it.
Good, get his fucking face.
Teague against Matthews. Back to Horford. 5 to shoot. Horford dishes to Bazemore. And Horford wide open. He shoots. From outside off the mark. And Matthews kicks to Parsons. The pass to Felton. Back to Parsons. Dallas, no good that time either.
Something like that.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
So the wing on the left. Bazemore for 3. And that
There
comes
you go,
off the
Eric.
assist by
Fuck
Jeff
it.
Teague. Teague's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Dallas calls timeout. Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, we don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug. Pretty blunt, Kevin.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks.
All right with it.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Lee, and it's Williamson for Raymond Felton. Williams,
Small.
3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Schroeder. I'll put that shit in there.
Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Now the feed to Muscala. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth. He got a powerful finish like that.
And really, that's
break that shit. That's my ball. Here we go.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might
Last
bring that
fucking
whole basket
chance.
down on top of it.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I'll tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
Pass to Pachulia. To the middle. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket
Big D.
from Nowitzki.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Under passes to Hunter. Inside.
Yes, go. You. Oh, you bitch. You bitch.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Oh, man. It was well worth it while it lasted.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong. You know, Williams is playing very well. 12-point. And he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point lane.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
So for the Hawks, he makes the second free throw, and that brings them within 8. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that narrows the gap to 7. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Passes it to Bazemore. To Teague. Latrey. Matthews with the rebound. Clark, this one just all but in the books.
Yeah, I don't see a comeback at this point, Clark.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
So he gets them both.
Where's the overtime?
And that's an intentional foul. Atlanta with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Out of bounds.
Yes. Yes.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Williams kicks to Matthews. Outside Williams.
And one.
But they get it back. Second chance shot. It's off.
Shit.
And so the Hawks take
bad
the
fucking offense right there. Wow.
Right until the final seconds clock.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what.
Pays more leading scorer too. Unbelievable. How do you send a message? That just kicked me off right there.
It's a light day in the NBA, just 4 games on a Sunday. This year expressed tour through the association called the Fast Break. Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder playing the Utah Jazz again, and KD, 2 of 6 from deep. He owned the third quarter of this one. 17 of his 31 points came in that third quarter. This game went into overtime.
Okay, so now what do I have to do? Turn off my broadcast?
Had a double-double in this one, 25 points, 11 rebounds. The Thunder win at 104 to 98. Mario
so hit the share button.
Returns.
Yeah. Stop broadcasting, okay.